Well, we're going to start today with the Gospel according to Thomas. I might run that as a little arc for a few sessions. Man, there's some juicy stuff in there. It is just full of Hellenic spirit as well as Christian spirit. I keep going through these Thomas fragments thinking, my God, this sounds like Heraclitus. I've read them before, but it's been decades. I have I went through a Gospel of Thomas period early on. I have a few of them on my shelf. Not as many as I have of the Tao Te Ching, or I have more of Heraclitus than anything else, but it's chewy. I'll give it a few minutes for people to join.
I look forward to what you have to say. I've never read any Thomas.
Yeah, he's interesting. And part of what makes Thomas interesting is that he was excluded from the canon. And the people doing the exclusion did not have very good arguments for doing so. So it's as we'll see, one of the books that I have here basically treats it as one of the five gospels, not the four gospels, the five. And we are not to trust the canonizers in excluding it.
Sort of like when the MBAs take over from the engineers that founded a company.
Then they don't want to talk about that person anymore.
Right.
It just
They're
becomes sort
gone.
of a totem.
Well, this is going to be a big aspect of human nature. We don't, it's like all those stories of the Nephilim and stuff like that, like in the Book of Enoch. What happened to the Book of Enoch?
Exactly. It makes rewarding reading, if you compare Enoch to some of the stuff that's in Paul or the Gospels. It's like, oh, these guys were reading Enoch. How come it's not in the canon?
Apparently, it seems to match with a lot of stuff out of, the Mesopotamian tradition,
Yeah.
where the chief god is called Marduk. So is Marduk the same as Jehovah?
Yeah, there's another field that's really worth looking into if you haven't before is I did this. I started this when I was an adolescent, but I've done it multiple times in my life. Is sit down with an encyclopedia and read up on the Canaanite and Phoenician pantheons. What were their pantheons of deities? And pretty soon you come across, hey, look, it's Yahweh. What's he doing in here? It's like there he is, and he's the son of the high king, and he's got his consort Asherah, and it makes you wonder whether the whole monotheistic religion around Yahweh started out as he was one among many, and he got tired of being second fiddle to his dad, and that would explain the wording of "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." He's not
Sounds like
claiming.
a drug lord, actually.
Yes, now it's my time has come. I'm the I'm the big god. You can have your other gods, but you have to put them behind me. I'm the
I want to jump in real fast. Steven, I think it was you who recommended Justin Sledge. He does the Merkava stuff on Patreon, but he does a great job, amazing job of bringing all of these things you're saying with true scholarship.
Yeah, I think, yeah. He's talks a lot
Yeah.
about the biblical stuff, doesn't he?
So he expounds exactly what you guys are saying, that really that there was a pantheon, and that somehow Yahweh became the only one, and then the whole point of the rest of it is negating these other people, other gods as false gods, right?
yeah,
Asherah, there's a big thing in Asherah trees. You're not allowed to.
yes,
These are big. These are what we call idol worshiping, right? And there's also Baal. So he's also on this pantheon, right? So all of these guys are essentially moving from these being a group of pantheon people to either you would say that they are angels and Yahweh is the only one who's the actual God and the other ones are just like servants of God, or that it was just a straight up moving from polytheism and making Yahweh the only God and everybody else doesn't exist at all.
Yes. Yes. And
Well,
I,
it's
go ahead.
I was just going to say it's a quality of modern thought that we think in absolutes.
Right.
It doesn't seem to be in the pre-axial age, you don't seem to have that quite, you know, things like concepts like infinity and zero, absolute nothing and absolute everything.
Right.
This seems to be a sort of a modern, well, not quite modern, but a rationalistic abstraction which started to appear around the time of the classical philosophers.
Yes.